What's going on, people? So we just finished the World Series, if you remember, last week. And starting off on the new season, so I figured I'd show you my stats, and you can see I have improved a ton with my attributes just because of the fantastic playoff run. I had such a great run in the playoffs. I played very, very well, so it really helped my training points tremendously. And look at this. Still signed for a few more years, but I'm only making $500,000. And, of course, playoffs are over, so we got to shave that playoff beard and start off the new season.
Back here on a special opening day edition of the MLB pregame show. Matt Vasgersian here counting down the minutes until the new season gets underway. And before it does, we'll check out our first Topps Player Spotlight. Phillip Richards will be our focus. And we get a great look at him here from a few moments ago as he was presented with his well-earned National League MVP trophy. A great moment in his career.
Yeah, and that's certainly something that he's going to remember forever. And it's an award that he definitely earned. But at the same time, he's got a new season to worry about now. And it's not too common for an MVP to go back-to-back and repeat the following year. So hopefully he can return to the great form that he displayed last year.
Yeah, I hope he can too. He was such an awesome sight to see out there last season. I mean, he really gave the fans around the league a thrill game in and game out. Certainly one of the most exciting players in the game today.
Okay, Eric, Steve, and I are ready for baseball, and we'll have it for you next on the show.
So pretty cool now that they do that with the pre-game stuff, showing you the award that you won. I won the NL MVP, which was pretty cool that they actually present that to you on the field on opening day. I think that's freaking awesome. So just another little added thing that they've added to the year, where the presentations and that kind of stuff just brings you more into the immersion of Road to the Show, that you're really taking a guy and seeing his career go. I really do like that a lot, and hopefully they continue to do that with records and things like that, where they start, if you start breaking single-season records or career records, that they acknowledge that a little bit more than they did last year. So we will have to see on that if P. Rich can actually start breaking some of those records that KB broke a long time ago, which also would be cool if they had where they could read your saved games from years prior and bring those records into the shows the next years. I think that would be fantastic. Like, for example, with KB breaking the all-time home run record, that I could import KB's save game into MLB 13, the show, and it would take all the records that KB broke and make that the standing records that are now that would be in place now with P. Rich. I think that would be an awesome idea. Hopefully down the road maybe they could do something along those lines. But here P. Rich gets his first home run of this third season. So basically this is P. Rich's third full season. He came up early the very first year, just after All-Star break, I believe. Played, sporadically coming off the bench. Got the starting role in his second year. Third year, we won the World Series, and now we're in our fourth year. So third full season in the MLB, fourth season overall for P. Rich. And expecting big things of this Atlanta Braves team again. 2 straight years we've made it to the World Series. Lost the first year, but won last year. So we're now the champs that everybody's looking to come after. And a lot of pressure on us to get back in there. We still have pretty much the exact same team that we rolled to a World Series victory with last year. So big expectations on this team. And I've talked about this in the live stream a few times. I still have 3 seasons, I think this season and 2 more seasons left on my current arbitration contract before I will be able to make any type of move to a different team. Right now, if Atlanta continues to win and continues to get to World Series and continues to have opportunities to play in those World Series games, more than likely I will probably just sign another long-term contract with Atlanta, obviously for a lot more money. But I'm going to try to stick with teams that do well. And I think that's the best opportunity for P. Rich to earn World Series championships. So really, that's how I'm going to be playing P. Rich this road to the show. It's going to be a lot different than KB. I'm going to stick with teams that are doing well, and when they start not doing well, that's when I'll start moving on. But I'm definitely going to be signing a lot longer contracts than KB ever did. KB, I think his longest contract at the White Sox was just a couple of years, so that's definitely not going to be the case with P. Rich. I'm going to stick with teams that are doing good. So like I said, if Atlanta continues to make World Series and playoff runs, more than likely I will sign a long-term contract with Atlanta, stay here, and milk Atlanta for as many World Series as I can. Because, as you know, KB, with how good KB was and how good he performed throughout his years, he only had 2 World Series wins. So I definitely do not want that to happen to P. Rich. And I think KB's biggest problem was moving team to team to team like the way he did. Really affects the way that the teams perform and doesn't really give you the opportunity to win as many World Series as you could. So, like I said, with P. Rich, more than likely, if Atlanta's still winning, I will stay with them. If we start to decline a little bit and not make as many runs towards the end of my arbitration period, then we'll have to see based on what contract offers I get from other teams if I decide to move or if I decide to stay. But again, we still have 3 basically full seasons to make that decision. So I'm not in any hurry. I don't need any suggestions. I know you guys love to write comments down there to say, oh, P. Rich should go to blah, blah, blah. P. Rich should go to blah, blah, blah. I'm really not in any position right now to make any type of decision. And just because a team's good right now, 3 years is a long time. In 3 years, the teams, like Atlanta, for example, in 3 years, Atlanta could be terrible. Even though we're good right now, 3 years is a long time. And same with, if you say go to the Yankees or whatever, the Yankees are winning World Series, or go to Los Angeles. We've played Los Angeles the last 2 years in the World Series. Go to Los Angeles, you could win some World Series there. Well, again, in 3 years, Los Angeles could be complete garbage. So I'm gonna stick to my guns right now. Just stay with Atlanta. Obviously, I have no choice at the matter right now, just because I'm still under arbitration. I'm still under contract. I'm really not gonna be able to go anywhere just yet. So we'll evaluate P. Rich's decisions come the next, once my contract is expired, which is in 3 years. So we'll continue to do what we do right here with Atlanta, try to get back to World Series, try to do whatever I can to help the team win. And getting player of the game obviously means I did something to help the team. And it's going to be a fantastic year. I could just feel it. I'm playing P. Rich a lot different than I did with KB as well. I'm definitely doing live streams still. It's just very sporadic. I would love to get onto a more like a set schedule like I did with KB a little bit, where every week I'm going to be streaming P. Rich. And I think we will get to doing that here very shortly. And I think that will help a lot, because right now, if you watch the stream, I streamed a little bit on Sunday. I'm not very far along past where we're at right now, so there's not really a whole bunch of surprises out there, which was different with KB. I was like 3 or 4 years ahead of where YouTube was, so I would like to catch up a little bit with that, and I think the only way to really do that is to set a day every week that I live stream P. Rich. So keep an eye out for an announcement on that. Talk to you soon. Peace.